Okay, so I want to make a recording, just simplifying, and I don't have any content prepared for any of this, so I'm sorry, but I need to just explain it as simple as I can, so that I don't need to explain it to multiple people. The concepts behind the various innovations on this website. So first and foremost of importance is what I call AVCK, which is Automated Vehicle Conversion Kits. The reason it's so important is because the number of lives that it saves from the most horrific, brutal deaths that occur, and permanent injuries, and just literally the most painful, terrible events occur in car collisions. It's worse than war. And it will save 1.35 million human lives per year when the automated vehicle conversion kits are created on a global level, which is relatively simple, working with the car manufacturers to create them. So I'm just going to explain it as if someone couldn't understand these things already, because I mean, obviously the world doesn't. But anyway, when a human controls a vehicle, they're strictly using the brakes, throttle, and steering column. Obviously the blinkers and such as well, but that can all be automated. And is all automated through this automated vehicle conversion kits. But anyway, so by creating a control device that will hook onto the brakes, throttle, and steering column, a person is able to electronically control those mechanisms with a computing system. So it would use the same FSD software that Tesla's using. Which, as I understand it, and it doesn't matter if the details are slightly different than this, but it uses 8 cameras to see its environment, and through that vision, it is able to automate the vehicle efficiently, as if it was a human driving it. So it's kind of like a human with 8 eyes. Only way smarter, because AI does not err in the same way humans do. So like Elon Musk's platform has automated vehicles having to account for human error. That is such because human error, like, it's infinite anyway, so like there's never ending series of problems to deal with. And I'm getting into too much details about the FSD programming. My point is, the FSD program is the difficult part of creating automated transportation, and it's completed. The automated vehicle conversion kits is virtually as simple as creating a remote controlled car. That is what it's doing. It's making all vehicles remote controlled. It would not make it to where people that are in the transportation, it does not make it to where someone's not in the car. So I've got 2 different designs. One of them is where the vehicle is completely autonomous, and the other one is where someone can still manually drive the vehicle, but the autonomous system knows where every vehicle is at every time. Like, it's just, GPS sensors and cameras to be able to see. Anyway, and if that vehicle were to go to, let's say, steer into the vehicle next to it, the automated system would disengage the human's ability to control that steering column and cause a collision, and it would override the system and continue to drive straight, correctly, and efficiently. So it doesn't take away people's ability to drive, it takes away people's ability to kill people in car collisions. And so because of that feature, it is common sense that it will be legally mandated. When it is legally mandated, there are no more car collisions, which there's a car insurance industry right now that is absolutely astronomical, and the volume of money it generates. Do the math on it. There's 1.45 billion vehicles globally. Multiply that by whatever the average insurance premium is per month. It's astronomical. All of that money would be paid to the automated transportation company. So people still have the equivalent of car insurance that will still be the same amount. And because of that ability, it's possible to work with the current car industries to incentivize people to switch to automated transportation. prior to a legal mandate, because everything in the legal system, like to change a clock, it takes 25 years. And I don't mean that negatively. I mean, it's just a fact. That's obviously an exaggeration. That's not a fact. But anyway, it's really slow. And so, and it allows the current insurance companies to continue to exist forever. Because my goal when creating technology is that it does not get rid of anybody's hard work, which is building a business. So while the insurance industry or the entrepreneurs in the insurance industry can continue to collect a monthly premium from whoever their policy holders are, because the automated transportation company would collect their proportion, and because there are no vehicle collisions, it's obviously significantly more profitable, enabling those insurance companies to get a proportion of the monthly payments. Yeah, do the math on it. I don't remember the exact math of how much it is, but it's astronomical. And due to patents, it's patentable until somebody sees this and patents it. Well, the only thing I care about is that it becomes a reality. I'm not doing any of this for money. None of it. That's why I'm working on a Sunday right now. And anyway, I do it 24/7, 365. Literally, I have not watched a TV in at least a year and a half, at least. Anyway, because I'm always working towards this, because we as humans all have moral obligations to contribute to society and prevent the problems that we know the world suffers from. And automated transportation is astronomical in that area because it is patentable technology, and other countries are only able to automate their road system if they use our technology. And in order to use our technology, they have to be a peaceful, smart, cohesive, productive, contributing, synergistic part of society. And all those words were chosen intentionally. Like, look them up if you don't know what they mean. It's really important that people understand words like synergy, because that's the purpose of countries and continents and different languages and different backgrounds and everything. Anyway, it's so that we have a symbiotic and synergistic society. They all rhymed. I mean, they all matched. Anyway, I like it when stuff does that. I like order a lot. I'm kind of weird like that. But anyway, it's really important because that people understand the magnitude of making these innovations a reality as quickly as possible. It is literally life and death. Okay? Anybody that's involved in anybody that cares about money can understand this permanent global superpower that this all is. And so anyway, please, and way beyond that, who cares about that, is what it does for the world. Think about the children that are in car accidents, the people that lose their family members permanently, their wife's gone permanently, their husband's gone permanently. Anyway, it prevents all of that. So please support and share all of EGOD technology. Everything, like, I don't mean that egotistically or whatever. I mean, like I said, I'm not doing any of this for me. These things are just morally required. Put yourself in the situation of the person that's in the car accident or loses their family in the car accident. Like, these things are urgent and vital, and everybody should support it. It's profitable for absolutely everyone, and it stops trillions of dollars of our resources from being literally wasted and put into landfills per year, or recycled into halfway, like an alloy that's kind of worthless. Anyway, people are not recycling vehicles correctly. That's a new technology I have too, that it just uses a completely autonomous system to recycle every material bolt by bolt, so that you end up with pure materials instead of alloys that are, have unknown material composition properties. Anyway, so Yeah, let me think. I'm sorry this one's going to be long, but this is really important. So the advantages, and this is what I mean by I don't have any of this organized, but you can see the importance of explaining how important it is for you to follow and share this information, no matter who you are. Anyway, automated transportation makes it to where there is no congestion absolutely ever 24/7, 365 through rush hour and everything by rerouting vehicles to slightly different roads. And also, because it is completely autonomous, for the most part, there will be no stopping at intersections. One vehicle will just slow slightly so that they do not collide as they transition through the same intersection, which significantly improves road energy efficiency dramatically. Okay, so like the amount of energy that a vehicle needs to get from one location to the other depends on the amount of acceleration that is required. And acceleration means a change in speed, both in the positive moving forward and in the negative. That's how you tally up how much energy it takes to get from one location to the other. In other words, the more you have to slow, the more energy it requires to get from one location to another. So making it to where vehicles are not having to come to complete stops, it makes our road system as a whole significantly more efficient. Another important thing to keep in mind always, like the world just needs to, because I know there's a lot of oil superpowers, is the oil industry is forever secured with impenetrable printed structures. They're absolutely required. I mean, I know it sounds advanced, and it's like people think, I mean, it is expensive based on our current production methods, but there's a significantly more energy and cost efficient way of doing everything that humans are doing right now, which is what automation is. Anyway, so like I'm seeking to automate every part of human life that is not fun to do or that results in tragedies. Those parts all need to be automated so that there's no tragedies and that life is just fun. Like it doesn't, when everyth's automated, it doesn't mean there won't be jobs. There will be unlimited jobs. It will just be, your job might be making YouTube videos or anything. Like you don't have to do a pointless job that a machine can do better than a human, which is, fast food, automated faster than fast food. McDoge, Taco Doge, Burger Doge. Anyway, they're really important. And then one other part that I have of implementing into automated faster than fast food is making the ingredients more healthy and plant-based. But anyway, because that's very, very, very green for our globe. If you look at the greenhouse gases that are produced by meat versus the greenhouse gases that are removed by plants, it's common sense that it's a huge astronomical thing to do on a global level to do with fast food because the number of people that eat fast food daily. And it also makes fast food cheaper and yummier and cleaner, and there's no... Anyway, this video is not about that. You could tell I'm super ADHD. Okay, so the other advantages behind it, a multi-trillion-dollar annual industry, that alone, I mean, for like the business people, boom. And it's, like I said, it is patentable technology. And I can improve, like, no matter what somebody else has already come up with, I guarantee you I will find a way to improve it to where there will be a patent beyond that. Because that's the way patents work, they're kind of sneaky. But anyway, I'm like, my brain is like optimized for efficiency. I'm not lazy, I'm energy efficient. Anyway, no, I've been really lazy with all this, that's why I'm making these videos. And I'm trying to think what else I should cover with the automated vehicle conversion kits. I'm not really going to explain the details of the mechanics of it. It's common sense. I mean, like, people can already see Tesla's vehicles are self-driving. They're self-driving because their computer system is able to control their brakes, throttle, steering column, as well as their computing system as far as like turning the blinkers on and the tail lights and such. But anyway, by working with the car manufacturers, making a patch to integrate the two systems between the car manufacturer's OEM system and Tesla's FSD system is relatively simple. Um, so yeah, let me think. What else should I cover? Um, well, I guess that's it. I'll go on to the next movie the recording right now, because there's a lot of different types of technology. These things are flipping awesome. They're like totally space age. They're the most affordable, profitable, but they save so many people's lives. Like even with something like impenetrable printed structures, they save so many lives. Earthquake happens, nothing happens to the building. Tornado happens, nothing happens to the building. They're virtually immune from all natural forces and most man-made forces. And it, like I said, it's a huge oil industry thing because through automating human life, it transforms prosperity. Because ultimately, what our economy is the amount of consumable goods and services that we are able to produce. And by implementing automation and robotics into our process, we're able to produce and significantly more goods and services per person or per group. Anyway, yeah, don't need to go into the business logistics, but it's kind of nice to go into too, because I've designed this website for, Elon Musk. That's what it's literally designed for. But any inventor that comes across any of this is welcome to do any of it. These are just innovations that will make human life significantly safer and unquestionably permanently sustainable. Yeah, so please support it and share it. And if you have any input for me, please, anytime, email me, Doge, D-O-G-E, like it's actually doggy. Anyway, it is doggy. Look, EGOD, what's the reverse of that? Doggy. Anyway, so, yeah, please tell me. It's so important. And like, if you just tell one person and get that one person to tell one, this will spread everywhere. I'm going to make a recording about spreading the gospel, which means the good news, anyway, of EGOD, Technology Corporation. Yeah, so please assist me, like if you're part of the Doge community, be a good Doge fam and help Doge achieve Doge purpose, which is EGOD technology. So yeah, please share it. Thank you. Love you.